boy, so we should have a very different series before us. Despite it being the same matchup, and here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Babylon, we have the American Protoss player living in the land of South Korea, representing Macherino Esports. It is Astrea. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Zerg player representing Team Abydos. It is DRG. The one true Dong himself, Dong Rei-gu. Of course, did return quite some time ago to competitive play after a long hiatus, after finishing his military service. But now he has returned, and yeah, he isn't a bad player. In the current era of StarCraft, DRG is often overshadowed by players like Dark, like Solar, like Ragnarok as well. But DRG is no slouch. I'd say that he is still a very threatening player overall, and definitely a player to keep your eye on as well. Not to be taken lightly. Not to be taken lightly. As we do have a hatch gas pool opener here from DRG, is forced to take the unnatural natural. We're on Babylon. Babylon, of course, a much smaller map, is known for aggressive styles. And DRG, even though I was talking about how he is more willing to go into the late game, on a map like Babylon, we have seen DRG go for all-ins before. We were able to cast DRG versus Hearthstone during ESL Masters Summer. We were lucky enough to cast them live, and we saw Hearthstone take advantage of DRG, kind of forced him into these all-in positions, or goaded him into going for these all-ins, and Hearthstone was able to defend it beautifully against them, at least in the first series. Second series was a different story, but the first one though, first one was a banger. As queens are in production, we are just going to be droning for the time being. And what I'm referring to is that on Babylon, all-ins are very common, especially once you knock down these rocks. In at the center of the map, you can go for queen pushes, you can go for your creep highway with your overlords and your creep spread and your tumors and all that good stuff. Which is quite common. We can even go for Ling Bane bus as well. So we keep my eye on the drone count of DRG. Likewise, Astrea mixing things up once again. No Stargate, no Twilight Council, a Robo Opener. Alright, so I'm curious. Very curious. Last time I assumed this would be a Disruptor drop, and then if you recall, he pulled out a gas and went for a slow lot all-in, and this wouldn't be a bad map for it. But I'm still feeling the Bay. I'm feeling the Disruptors, especially with 2 gases being taken as well. There it is. Now that the Robo has finished, we are going for an Observer first into the Robotics Bay. Do love to see it. So a Disruptor drop opening. I mean, Astrea is one that's willing to go for a Colossus drop, to be fair. But I'm feeling the Disruptor. Actually, I'm curious. Prism is on the way. With the Observer first, we're going to be able to scout ahead of time. We can also keep an eye on the creep and deny creep shred as we push out as well. That's the second Robo. Are we going to go for double Colossus production? As soon as I saw the Observer, I was thinking Colossus, because we're going to have detection early on to clear up creep, and that's usually something that doesn't coincide with Disruptors. Okay, we're going for Disruptor production, but this is wild. This is crazy. Double Robo Opener. Delaying the third base by quite a lot. DRG has no idea what's going on. He throws down a safety Bailey Nest just in case it's a Glaive Adept opener. The Adepts and the Prism have been revealed. DRG's racing back home. He's getting ready. He's making links as we speak. His queens are getting in position as well. Observer does spot the queens as they rotate into the main base. Astrea keeping DRG on his toes, but Astrea's not going to commit because there's nothing here. There's 2 Adepts. 2 vanilla Adepts. Meanwhile, the Disruptors are well underway. We have a second Prism in production. We're going full NA, papi. We are going full NA. Shout out to Nina. Shout out to the other NA players out there. Maples, Rocker. Yeah, all them. Ay, ay, ay. And this is the last thing we're going to be expecting. We are just pumping out so many disruptors. This is so risky. I've never seen this before. Is this going to work? We have delayed Warp Prism speed. We're getting into gateways behind this. Mass gateways even. Again, 2 base all in. No third. And this is going to get confirmed. The Overlord goes into the main. Sees both Robos. Sees both disruptors. As well as the gateways. DRG. Roach Warren is already on the way. The Prism dives into the main base. The Queens are ready for him. We do get one Queen. But only one Queen. We're still looking for some more damage. There we go. The Colossus are on the way. As well as the Immortals. This is going to hit like a truck. This is going to hit hard. Here we go. Double Disruptor drops at the same time. Can we land our connections? Nova goes in. Oh, takes out the lava, takes out some lings. At the same time, we have the other drop here towards the south as well, but no, we don't find a way in. We do have Queens in position. The War Prism is being zoned away, but Prism speed just finished up. Astrea, he can dance between these mineral lines. He's going for the Queens. Oh, gets 2 Queens. Not too bad, not too shabby from Astrea. Meanwhile, at the same time, he tries to dive in towards the north, but the Spore is ready for him. Lings and Roaches arrive as well. He's going for the Lings. Gets a good amount of Lings once again. The army is moving out. We have the Colossus. We have the Immortal. We are pushing away those Overlords. So far, DRG has not scattered this. He doesn't know. First Nova is a bit premature. Overlord does go down. Plenty more where that came from. DRG not close to being supply blocked. We got another wave of Stalkers. Astrea forcing his way through. Another drop going to be threatening the main army as well. You got to be very careful. Everyone does. As we consolidate our army. Both prisms to reinforce. And here we go, the first Nova. Not quite connecting with too much. The second one will shave off some Lings. Third one connects with the Queens, and we have 1 Nova left. 4 in total. The longer this goes on, the better it is for DRG. That 4th Nova goes off, just zoning away the army, but the others have resets. Up! Connecting with some of those Roaches. Good target firing from DRG, but another Nova connects. A good connection on those Roaches. We are down to 3 Disruptors. We need another good connection. Purification Nova goes off, just zones away the army once again. The Colossus is doing a lot in the back line. Spores are being brought to the table here. They're being brought to the front lines, but oh my god, another big connection. This may have just been it. That may have just been it. DRG plummeting in the supplies. He's trying to get on top of the Colossus, but another Nova goes off, connects with the Ravagers, and Astrea has done it. He has broken the army of DRG. GG gets called. And Astrea takes game 1. Oh my god. What the hell did I just witness? The hell did I just see? That was crazy, Poppy. That was crazy. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a double Robo Disruptor opener. Double drop. I didn't even know what to call it. A double Robo opener into double Disruptor drops. Crazy. And it worked. It worked quite well. DRG had a hard time keeping up. Over time, the Novas were getting value. They were gaining value. They were killing Lings. They were killing Queens. They were doing enough. Is what was important. And when it came to the main fights, when everything consolidated, when everything was brought together, we just needed 2 good Novas, and that's exactly what we got to snowball out of control. DRG had no idea what the hell was going on. I don't blame him. He doesn't spend too much time in the land of North America. Aye. And as a result, we have Astrea one game away from advancing on here. from making it into the next round where he has an opponent ready and waiting for him because we have some results. Oliveira is waiting for the winner of the series. Oh boy. And here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the American Protoss player representing Matcherino Esports. It is Astrea. Leading the series 1-0. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent down in this series, one game away from being eliminated from the qualifier. Representing Team Abydos, it is DRG. The one true dong himself. He may be the one true dong, but I'm sure he's never seen that before. Astrea going wild, going full NA in game 1, and DRG, he was stunned, he was starstruck, he had no idea what was happening until it was too late. The value from those disruptors was insane. And now Astrea, he is so close, he can taste the victory, he can taste the next round. He can taste Oliveira. Oh. And we'll see what he has in store for us this time. So far, DRG going for a hatch gas pool. He takes the forward hatchery. This can lead to aggression. This does give access to DRG. This does give the Rich Vespene Geyser. This does give him access to the Rich Vespene Gas Geyser. And this could be for a Roach all-in. The other added advantage of taking this forward base is that it does allow you to just launch your creep forward here into the center of the map and across the map as well. So I'm sure Astrea is fully aware of that, and I'm sure he will be on notice and be looking out for an all-in from DRG. Of course, taking the space doesn't have to lead to an all-in. It's just a very common outcome to securing this location. We have seen players like Raynor, Serral, Dark, and Solar all go for queen pushes on this. Lambo as well, all go for queen pushes on Neo Humanity. It was a little bit more popular at the start of the season. Now that the map has been played out, and now that, you know, we have good responses and it's become so common, or it was so common, it has kind of lost its popularity. It isn't anywhere near as isn't shown anywhere near as frequently as it once was. But we shall see, as Astrea once again goes for the Robo Opener. Okay. Here we go. Now, is he going to go for double Robo again? The answer is no. No shot. As, oh my god, the Adept even gets onto the other side of this wall. Is going to be able to abuse this as well. I did not know you could do this. That is disgusting. Oh my god. You can attack the mineral line from the other side of these towers. Meanwhile, the second Adept rocks up. Oh, immediately gets surrounded. Astrea overextending quite a bit, and that is going to weaken the position of this one Adept. It is going to get chased away, is going to get shut down. Astrea's going to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, with this, we have two gas geysers, so this should not be for a slow lot all-in. A sentry is on the way. This is a tail. This is not a disruptor drop. This is looking to be something very different. This is looking like a two-base all-in. This is looking like the beginnings of an Immortal Sentry push. But we'll see. We shall see as the gateway's on the way. Yep, there's the Immortal in production. So this is very old school. This is very Soul Train-esque. Very parting-esque, if you will. Immortals and Sentries are going to be pumped out as quickly as possible. Astrea is going to be revealing his Adepts here with the War Prism. He's going to be ideally forcing a reaction. And he is. DRG is getting a Baneley Nest as we speak. He's pumping out Lings. He's cutting workers here at 36, which is a very acceptable number to stop at. Meanwhile, oh my god, the juggling as well. Once again, making use of these towers. Making use of how vulnerable this center base is. Able to pick off 2 more drones. Meanwhile, back at home in the main base, this should be for 6 gateways, but we'll see. So far, 4 gateways are on the way for Astrea. Immortals in production, sentries as well. Roach Warren is thrown down. So DRG, he confirms the lack of natural. He confirms that there is no third base. So he knows it's an all-in. So we have a Roach Warren on the way. DRG is taking this very seriously. He's taking additional gases, so he actually has the income available to actually make roaches. He's spreading creep as we speak. Oh, he's doing a lot of damage here to this War Prism. Oh! Oh my god, it's barely going to escape. Meanwhile, there we go. It is going to be a 6-gate all-in. We could throw down 2 more. Yep, there we go. 7 gates. Can we round it off with a nice 8 gateways? 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. 7 so far. We'll see, we'll see. As we are warping in as many Zealots as we can. Again, it's going to be slow lots, but with the addition of these Immortals and Sentries, this is going to hit hard. This is going to hit like a truck. There are no Ravagers currently for Astrea. I mean, for DRG. No, not for Astrea either, to be fair. Rocks are being knocked down. And Astrea is going to be committing to the all-in. Can he execute this? Can he pull this off? The Prism is already very softened up from the early game. Very vulnerable. Very exposed. Oh, we do have some force fields zoning away those Queens. I love it. As the Queens are trying to push on forward, the Ravagers are being caught in the backline as well. They can't get close to this army. Force fields are working wonders here for Astrea, but here we go. The Biles are going to be missing the Prism. Lings, they dive on in. They try to get us around on these Immortals. The Biles will connect. The Immortals take a lot of hits. But for the time being, they are standing strong. The Biles... And we're getting on top of the Ravagers. We clean up the Lings, we clean up the Queens, and GG gets called. Astrea takes game number 2, taking the series 2-0, eliminating another Korean Zerg player. GG. Oh. GG, well played. Congratulations to Astrea for taking the series 2-0, 2-0ing DRG. What a madman. What a madman. He's crazy, Poppy. He's crazy. Congratulations. But it doesn't end here. We keep on going as we switch our scenes over